Dawn breaks, wings out wide, finding face. I climb higher now. 6'5", rising, wind on my face. Can't believe.
여기.
오케이, 잘 먹어요. Voilà le vélo.
On t'appuie bien là?
restless, I go rounds, wait, sun chases me, slow pocket turning, no feet, just go breathing deeper, this feeling
Do
I
you want
know.
to taste
For
some?
1,000
Yeah.
meters, clouds
J'en sais.
underneath.
Merci.
The world's so
Do you want something
distant,
else
I'm
or
floating free. Am I really here? 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 Above it all. Am I really here? Am I really here?
Take your flight away.
Sorry?
Take the flight.
No.
Your attention please. Together, let's begin.